Hey you guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Katie Sottile, and this is gonna be my pregnancy weeks 8 through 9 update. So the reason why I kind of put these together is because I went into the doctor's about in between my 8th and 9th week and found out that I was 5 days ahead of schedule. So they had given me, based off of like the first day of my last period, they gave me basically an estimate, but until they get the first ultrasound, you really don't know if it's like exact. So this is actually what I thought I was. So it kind of just like confirmed that I was a little farther along than we had all thought. I'm just gonna run through like a few of the things that I've been feeling. This is my 3rd kid, and so I feel like it is just blowing my mind how different pregnancies are. And I know I've always heard people say that, but like until you experience it, you don't really believe it. I don't know, I didn't really believe it. So it's really hard. I hate the first semester. The first trimester is really hard because I feel like I don't tell people until I hit the 2nd trimester, because my first pregnancy was a miscarriage, and I had told like the entire world at that point that I was pregnant, and I just, man, I will never do that again. So when you're watching this, I'm probably like way farther along, but I wanted to kind of keep track of what's going on just for my own sake, to be able to look back on, and then hopefully maybe it will help somebody else feel like, oh, okay, maybe what I'm going through is normal, or somebody else is dealing with this. I don't know. I just love that kind of stuff. Like, I love that. That's why I love YouTube. The biggest thing for me that is so different right now, and kind of just like explains this whole trimester for me, really is like, I don't feel nauseous. And that was really scary to me, because the first time that I was pregnant and I miscarried, I had no nausea, and I was like all excited, and then I realized that we had lost the baby. And so to me, not being nauseous was linked with something really awful. And so the whole time until I went to the doctors this last week, I have been kind of freaking out inside a little bit, because I just never want to experience that again. I don't want to go through that. I would never want to lose a baby. Anyways, it was like a huge relief when I went into that doctor's office and I got the first ultrasound, and it was like, I literally started crying. I was like, I mean, hello, pregnancy hormones, but also like, I was just so relieved that like I heard a heartbeat, and it was like immediate. Like the doctor was like, oh, you know, we have a new machine, so it might take a little while to find the baby, so don't be worried. And so I was like, okay, great. And then like literally like a second later, she was like, oh, there's the baby. And then it was like boom, 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 boom. I was like, yay. Okay, so that was like a huge answer to prayer. So it's really weird because I get like slightly nauseous if I get too hungry. That's really the only time. And I know probably many of you out there who are watching this want to literally jump across the screen and like shank me or something like that. But it's just so weird. Like the last pregnancy that I had with my son, I was so sick. I had to be on medication. It was like awful. I couldn't function. Like I literally couldn't function. And then with my daughter before him, I was sick. Like I was sick the whole time. I wasn't like barfing or anything. It wasn't extreme, but I definitely felt nauseous most of the first trimester. So anyways, I'm just taking this as a gift from God that I'm not nauseous and the baby is healthy. So I'm really happy. I guess the biggest, symptom that I'm having right now is just exhaustion. And like, I feel like it's worse than with my last pregnancies. Which honestly, part of me wonders if it's due to my age. Like I'm 33, I have 2 kids, like, I don't know. I just think, you know, as you get older, it's got to take a toll on your body. I don't really know. This is just like the theories that I've come up with, but I'm so tired. I literally I just can't stay awake. Like I'm just on the couch pretty much almost all day. Like it's so crazy, which I've never been a stay-at-home mom while being pregnant, and so I feel like I'm kind of experiencing this season in a different way. And honestly, for me, it is way easier to be a stay-at-home mom while I'm pregnant than to be a working mom and being in the office and like having deadlines and having to like keep up with the demand of everything while you're feeling like super sick or tired or whatever the case may be. I feel just like really thankful. Honestly, I just feel really thankful to be not feeling like the worst thing ever. I mean, my biggest complaint really is that I'm just exhausted. I'm exhausted. When I went to the doctor, they said that I weighed 146. So it's always like a little more there than what it is here at home, which I never weigh myself. I probably should, but I don't really know what I weigh at home. Anyway, so I'll just go by what I weigh like at my doctor appointment. So they said I weighed 146. I haven't lost all my baby weight from my second kid. I lost all the baby weight from Fiona, who's my first, but after Bentley, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because I didn't nurse as long or what, but it was like stubborn weight and would not come off. I am not the type of person to gain like 16 pounds in a pregnancy. That's probably what I would gain during the first trimester. It's just the truth. Like, everybody's body is different and there's no shame in our game, you know? It's not like I'm out eating like a Big Mac every day for lunch. Once the first trimester is over, like I really want to get into some sort of workout routine, not like hardcore, just like, even now I could go walking, and I have been walking a little bit, but it's been hard to motivate myself to get off the couch. I'm not gonna lie. It's just couch time. Like, me and the couch have become one. Like, we have a new bond. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like one of the things that is hard for me, like literally the other day, I was like crying to my husband because I feel like I see all these things around me that I feel like I need to do, but I have no energy, like nothing. Like, right now I feel pretty good, and so I was like, okay, I need to go film like 5 videos because I'm so behind. But I know that like within an hour and a half, it's gonna hit my nap time, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, every afternoon I go to sleep. I can't stay awake. Like, it's weird. So yeah, like my house has been a mess. I have not been cleaning. I've been having a hard time staying on top of like my YouTube videos or like being on Instagram at all, because what do I have to show anyone? Like, here I am on my couch again, sleeping. That's okay. It's just for a short bit, and hello, there's a good reason. Like, my body is producing a human, so I'm allowed to be tired right now, you know what I mean? One of the interesting things about this pregnancy is, I guess, like food aversions. I feel like if I'm not in the mood, I'm not gonna eat it. And I guess that would be any pregnancy, but like, it's kind of extreme this time. Like, I just don't feel like in the mood to eat most things that I normally eat. So I feel like I'm like having to recreate the wheel with what I want to eat. Like, for dinners, I feel like I pretty much don't like anything that I know how to make. So it's been pretty bad. I'm like, it's been, I don't know, the dinner thing, like making dinners for me is just awful. I don't feel like eating anything, but I know that I have to make something or else I start to feel like sick. Anyways, that's been a struggle. All I crave right now is like Mexican food, like legit Mexican food, or Chipotle, or like this place down the road that has turkey without nitrites, and it's like a fancy deli type place. I've only been there once during the pregnancy, but I'm like craving it because I love eating turkey sandwiches, but I can't eat it while I'm pregnant. So my husband went and found me like that place that has like no nitrites. So that was pretty nice of him. And I feel like he's been really good. I feel like he's like, if I'm in the mood for something, he's like, all right, let's do it. Because I mean, I don't know. Maybe by the 3rd time, he's just like, whatever, just give the woman what she wants, you know? Oh, this is like the trippiest thing ever. So you guys know how much I'm like a coffee addict, right? But I'm like, blah, gross. I don't want coffee. I don't want decaf. I don't want anything like that. Like, it's so weird. With all of my other pregnancies, I still drank decaf every day, even though like I weaned off of caffeine. I would still crave having like the taste of coffee every day. And like, now I'm just not into it at all. Like, I don't want coffee. I don't want even like this much coffee. I just don't want it. Nothing. So yeah, besides craving Mexican food and nitrite-free turkey sandwiches, I would say I crave fruit a lot, which is very normal for me. I'm always like a big fruit eater when I'm pregnant. At least it's healthy. So I've been craving like cold apples and like grapes and smoothies and strawberries, and like, oh my gosh, it just tastes so good when you're pregnant. I don't know. I can feel myself like draining down right now. I already filmed a video before this, and so I'm like, I can feel myself. I'm going down. Plus I need to go eat lunch. We're having a really hard time with names. So the names that we go with, okay, so both my kids' names are Fiona and Bentley. So as you can see, we go with a little bit more of unique names, but I really don't want it to be like too crazy. Like Apple is too much for me. So if you guys have any ideas for names, list them below, especially if it's like something out of the ordinary or something kind of unique. Anyways, Sean and I are just struggling this time. Last time we had like a list this long at this point with like different options. At this point we have like one name, but I feel like it's more of a middle name, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. I have to show you guys my baby bump. Technically today I'm 10 weeks, but that's my baby bump. It's definitely already protruding and coming out. My belly button is like the first thing to pop. You can see it right there. It's already popped. So it's been like a little bit hard trying to hide this, but it always is. And this time I just feel like I have more belly to hide. So anyways, this is kind of long. Be encouraged because second trimester is right around the corner, and seriously, as soon as that comes, normally you just like snap into the next, like, I have energy, let's nest, let's make this thing happen. You know what I mean? So be encouraged. I think it does get easier within the next few weeks. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you hit the red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.